You know, I guessed that you would be the only one who would dare to come here. You've got courage.
Yo, the Getcho Podcast crew is in the building. That's right, you got your homie
Yo,
Just. Yeah, that's right. I got my poppy with me.
yeah. Escalera, whoa.
And of course, we got the Godfather.
Godfather.
Check out my racks.
Get you.
Oh man.
We here. We live in location. Shy City stand up. I have to ask you guys. I think we made it through that gauntlet of WrestleMania. It's like one of those times where you just feel like Game 7 has just ended.
Yeah.
Like knees are starting to hurt, the ankles are starting to hurt. But we made it, and we're here
We
to be
here?
with y'all. But we're gonna start this off the only way we know how. My peoples, what type of
Mhm.
wrestling fan were y'all?
Ooh. Can I start this time?
Yeah,
Go,
go for it,
go.
Garn.
All right. I am feeling like trusting the process fan right now.
Oh, okay.
There might be
okay.
some slightly questionable choices
Mhm,
of
mhm.
what happened in WrestleMania, particularly the women's tag team, and also, well, I wouldn't say like, and then I'm trusting the process of Jay Uso being world champion and what's going to happen at next.
Right.
I'm good with it when I'm very good of him winning. I'm just wondering, what's the next steps of him defending it and keeping it and building his legacy from here. So I'm trusting the process on that. I'm trusting the process of John Cena holding the championship belt for an additional 27 appearances.
Mhm.
So we'll see what they're going to do with that. I trust the process of what they're doing with Paul Heyman's new guys.
Right,
So
right.
we'll talk about later. But yeah, I have to trust the process because with Triple H, his batting percentage is pretty high, so I have to
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
what he's doing.
I guess so, but I mean, the last time someone was told to trust the process, you ended up with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. So I don't know. I don't know if you can really trust
Is
process.
that with Elton Brand as general manager kind of deal here?
True. Own brand. Shout out to Chicago, #1 pick, Elton Brand, rookie of the
back
year,
in the
Elton
day,
Brand.
back in the
Back
day.
in the
Back
day,
in the day.
his one sole season with Chicago. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
Okay. So I would say I am a morally conflicted wrestling fan. What I mean by that is like I
Ooh,
enjoyed
boy.
wrestling a lot, but I was morally conflicted with a lot of things. So first off, we have Roman Reigns, Vanity Fair interview, essentially is saying that he supports the president. So he's a Trumper. So that's not what I was expecting the week of WrestleMania. So okay, so that sucked. Number two, then you go ahead and then you hear Triple H do an interview and basically praise Trump about, oh man, essentially in layman's terms, he was saying he's such a good heel. It's like, bro, like you're not watching wrestling. This is real life. You can't just sit here and talk about like this dude being a heel. He's living the gimmick.
Right.
All right. So then, obviously, Grand Luchador stuff happened, and normally I was okay with it, because there was a line. We didn't cross it. We were just at the border. No pun intended. See, those kind of jokes are fun. I made the jokes. It's okay, but then they give us the presentation, and it made everybody in the room feel weird, kind of icky. It was just awkward. It was awkward in the room. The filter that they used. Then they go ahead and they bring out the mass mariachi, and then the theme song already bugged me. That was the only thing I didn't like was the theme song for All Grand Americano. So, and then he gets the win over Ray Phoenix, so he loses his Mania debut. quickly. Then Vikingo comes in, doesn't do anything. He just kind of is there.
Right, sitting
They
there.
Yeah, and then they do this on the day that they purchased or announced that they're going to purchase AAA because it's not official yet. AAA can essentially opt out between now and Worlds Collide, so they have until June to opt out if they wanted to. And then what was awkward about that is that they have Stephanie Vaquera as one of the one of the luchadors there
Hmm.
advertising AAA. But there was a member of their roster that was trying to unalive Stephanie Vaquera, and he was someone that had some lineage or some family ties or whatever of like a high family name in
Mm.
AAA. So they protected him, and they didn't believe Stephanie Vaquera. So she was there, and it was kind of awkward. So morally conflicted, and then yeah, yeah, so it was a lot of
Hmm.
that, but then CM Punk over here, he's saying good things, good positive things, make me feel good about him. I got emotional watching his like video package
Of
with End
course.
of Day with this Fire Burns playing. It was fantastic, and then Dom Mysterio obviously wins.
Mm.
So morally, and then Becky Lynch. So just morally conflicted because I don't know how to feel. I'm still enjoying the product, but I'm still conflicted about these people. So it's double edged sword. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So just a little more like conflicted. We're always about the laughs here. That was a little bit more of a serious topic, but it's the kind of wrestling fan I've been.
No, I feel you. Sometimes you need to be serious, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, when it's time to be serious, time to be serious. When it's time to be funny, then it's time to be funny. So, I mean, those things hit a nerve. Um, and yeah, why do they always use that filter anytime they're talking about like his past Hispanics? It's just like they always
No,
have to
even
use some type of like Asian sound when they're talking about somebody who's like from Japan
yeah.
or from
Yeah.
China. It's like why does always got to have that type of vibe, right?
Yeah, yeah. It just kind of goes away from like, oh, we're all laughing together about this ridiculous thing to it more like, oh, you're mocking me and like you're laughing at me
Right,
now.
right,
It's
right,
it's kind
right.
of weird. It's kind of weird when when certain demographic are the ones laughing the hardest. So it's just like,
Hmm.
oh, okay. But
Especially if it's none of us that made that idea. It's none
yeah.
of us chose that filter or that
Right,
song.
right. Well, I mean, look at Breaking Bad. Whenever they would go down to Mexico or whatever, they would have like that
The lens
sepia
would
filter.
change.
Yeah,
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 uh-huh.
yeah. The
Yeah.
filter would change. So like, and they do that in all media. So it's whatever.
Is it almost like
Yeah,
hidden bias? Kind of
Oh
scary.
yeah, definitely.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man.
So the type of wrestling fan I with, right? Follow me here. Is that I've been a pizza type of wrestling fan. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And normally when you choose tavern style, the true Chicago pizza, or you go deep dish, or sometimes people want to go pan
Mm-hmm,
or New York
mm-hmm.
style, you know what you're
Right,
getting,
right.
right? You're getting dough, you're getting sauce, you're getting cheese, right? And then whatever topping that you want, right? You already kind of know what to expect, right? Like if you get a pizza from Gino's East or Dino's or something like that, you already know what to
Yeah,
expect, right?
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
You
yeah,
already know what to expect. So when people who become, you know, critics and they shit on Dave Meltzer, but then they too sound like Dave Meltzer, giving
yeah.
ratings to WrestleMania, and some things happen that you may not be happy about
Right,
because of
right.
whatever situation, but you
Yeah.
still enjoyed watching it. It's like a pizza. You already know what to expect. WrestleMania is
Mm-hmm.
nothing but the most entertaining wrestling out there, right? That's why there's shows like GCW and AEW, right? There's why there's shows like New Japan to give you that real wrestling feel. You're not going to get that at WrestleMania, so I don't know why you spend your time rating and complaining when you know you're not going to get that. You know,
And are you also saying even bad pizza is good pizza?
Yeah.
listen. If someone had bought pizza and they throw it and I see the box is Little Caesars, no shade to Little Caesars,
Yeah.
but I may take a slice. I may take a slice and be cool with it and
Yeah,
be
I
cool
mean
with it.
sometimes when it literally is hot and ready, it's actually nice. It's actually good.
It's actually
Shout out
not
to
bad.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Lord in the chat says WWE is bad with stereotypes. I hated when Psychosis used to do his entrance on the lawnmower. Hey, yeah, 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 that's one.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
Streets. So I made it. I stayed up to
Streets.
make sure I catch some this week. I'm old. It's okay, Streets. I'm old too.
Hey,
I feel it in my knees. I
it's
feel it
all
in my
good.
bones.
It's all good. That's why we got yoga to stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that DDP yoga.
That DDP yoga. You know what I'm
DDP.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That Ben Gay to warm up the knees.
Hit that diamond.
Yeah, the DDP yoga.
Hey, I had the DVDs. I had
Me
it.
too. Garn, do you have the DDP
Dynamic resistance. Looking at this.
I don't have the DVDs.
Now do the warrior pose. The warrior pose. Get down. Downward dog. Okay, you don't have it.
I don't
That
have
word.
it.
Okay, so I have it. Vince has it. So one of these days we're gonna shoot something where we do
Get your DDP yoga.
Get your DDP yoga.
Get your fitness. Get your fitness.
Get your
Get your fitness.
Yo, it's a fitness app. Get your fitness app is coming soon, yo.
Hey, I still got my yoga mat. Let's go. Let's go.
You still, yeah, me too.
Coming to New Year. A New Year.
Hell no. Oh, that's too good. So yeah, that's the type of wrestling fan. You know, you get what you know you're gonna get.
Yeah,
Right.
for
It's
sure.
WrestleMania.
100%.
So first things first, right? We're gonna do things a little bit off the tangent. We will be giving some winners and losers, but if there's something that we absolutely want to talk about, then we'll talk about it, right?
Right.
But we can't go any further without giving up our boy, our guy, and I don't care what anybody says. We've been day one Dominic Mysterio since day one.
Day one.
Okay, go back and look at the tweets. Go back and listen to the episodes. We've been day one Dominic Mysterio's, even before the mustache. Before that,
we were Dom Mysterio before he got locked up.
Before
he got locked up.
Some of y'all got on the train after the lockup. No, we were before that.
No. Matter of fact, we're the ones that bailed him out. That's how much we did. It wasn't Rhea.
We put our money together. We put our money together.
Yeah. Get your bonds. We put them up. We
called Daryl. Hey, Daryl, how much do we have in the Getcho funds to bail Dominic out?
I thought you were gonna push it to where he's like, "Oh, we were there since he was 8."
Listen.
Kind of.
We were in attendance for the custody of Dominic match.
Yes,
we were in attendance.
We were his representation.
We were the witnesses.
Yeah, exactly. Character witness. No character witnesses.
But for real, we want to give it up to our guy. That is our dude, Dominic Mysterio, getting his gold. Come on, list them off, Vince. How many championships does he have right now?
This man is a former tag team champion with his deadbeat dad. He's a two-time North American champion, and now he is the greatest Intercontinental champion in history.
Hey? Come on.
Greatest Intercontinental champion in history. And you know what was great about him getting the win? Not only getting the win, but the crowd popped hard for him. So much so that the cameraman had to tell him, go back in there and celebrate. And he went back into the ring, celebrated with the fans. He did the post-game interview, so to speak, you know? Them NBA finals, you know, like after he won the championship, he did the post-game interview, you know? He did that. And then
he did the Dwayne Wade when he goes on top of the scores table.
Yeah, the scores table. Started doing the posing. He got his song, Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom.
Yeah, he got his song. And then you had John Cena the following Monday go on the Pat McAfee show and say that when it's all said and done, he's going to be the greatest Mysterio of all time. It's just too easy for him. It's effortless. He's already great. So, like, goddamn, can I get John Cena versus Dom Mysterio before it's all said and done? Listen.
That's 27th day. 27th day.
That's the 20th. I want that to be the 27th match. Yeah. He's already WWE champion. Dom's the IC champion. We could do Warrior Hogan WrestleMania
champion versus champion, bro.
Champion versus champion. You know,
SummerSlam.
Yeah, Dom walks out with everything.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You already
do it here in Chicago.
Ooh.
Forget about it.
Okay, Tony D.
Forget about it.
No,
Oh man.
definitely one of the best highlights of the night. The match was all the way awesome. I mean, everyone had their spots, everyone had their time. It was probably. I'm not really a big fan of four ways. Well, pause.
Right.
Um, just because like they could be messy, but this one,
Oh
What
yeah.
about three ways?
depends if the lights are on or
Oh,
off.
okay.
Um, but the chemistry was there. And
Oh yeah.
huge props
Yeah.
to Finn, right? Because it looked like he
Oh
was the
yeah.
one controlling everything. So props to him.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, so that match, definitely a win.
Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about. You talking about four ways. I like three ways,
Hey,
especially when they evolve Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Mommy Rhea
Oh yeah.
Ripley.
hey,
The opening
Yeah.
match of night two.
whew,
Nah,
talk
man.
about
Like,
it.
A part
man,
of me kind of wish this was the main event.
it
Yeah,
kind of should have
it
been,
could have been.
right?
It should have been.
A part of me felt
Man.
like it should have took the show.
Listen, on top of that, our girl Io Sky picked up the victory. The genius of the
Mhm.
Sky got that respect after getting mushed the entire time, like
Mm-hmm.
leading up to this match, being made
Mm-hmm.
to feel like an afterthought, and she dominated. She decisive victory. Rhea, Bianca, Io. I just got one thing to say.
Mamacita.
Yeah, winners, 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 winners. We're all
Yes,
winners.
Yes.
most definitely, most definitely. What about you, Garn?
My winner, obviously, if you say his name, that he will appear.
Oh,
I will believe in Joe Hendry. The man, the walking meme, he memed his way from not only NXT, he memed his way to the Royal Rumble, he memed his way all the way to WrestleMania, and on top of that, he got WWE merch.
oh
WrestleMania
yes,
merch.
yes.
WrestleMania
WWE
WrestleMania
merch.
merch.
WrestleMania merch. He memed
Listen, he
his
memed his
way,
way to our hearts too.
and
From London to
Paris,
Tokyo to
Tokyo.
Paris to Tokyo. Yep.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Gotta buy
Man,
his
no, I
hat.
agree. I agree, Gordon. That's a great pick for
I
sure.
don't know what can he do next. To be honest, here he got to WrestleMania. The next thing he could actually do is win an actual championship now.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Shout out
OPC in the
OPC,
chat. Says what's
Ivan.
good, Los Trios, Papacitos of podcasting. Let's fucking go. He says
Let's
that's
do
right,
it.
Dirty Dom. So happy he won. Lord says Royal Rumbles are the messiest. I mean, like I've never been in the Rumble, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad Io got the moment. She paid her dues. She needs to be the one to win and got her moment. Yes, Garn, preach it. I believe.
Mhm.
We believe in Joe Hendry.
We believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
And what a spot too. Like I know there's a lot of people that may have thought that that spot could have been given to anybody else, but like the homie Vince said, it was approached to him with a bunch of people, and
Yeah.
Randy Orton,
Yeah.
the Manaconda himself,
Demand the cut.
Yeah.
chose Joe Hendry. So, and you know what? And why not? Right? The guy's been in
Mhm.
the wrestling business,
Yeah.
and he was one of those types that was floundering, never felt like he was going to get a win, just probably going to be a
Yeah.
jobber or enhancement talent. And in the past 4 or 5 years, he's just hit everything. So why not? Right? If he
Yeah.
And the
retired
fact
tomorrow, he did it.
that Randy Orton was having such fun with this match,
Yeah,
Yeah.
tells you
dude.
a
Randy.
lot.
You know
And
what?
sober, like, and sober.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? We're at a point in Randy's career now, and it's been like this maybe like the last 4 or 5 years, maybe less, maybe three. But he's kind of like in cruise control chill mode. Maybe it's all the weed he's smoking now and that he's able to do legally. But he's just so chill. He's so mellow. He's just such a nice guy. I fucks with it. I fucks with that.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, that's how I feel AJ Styles has been too, ever since he had Undertaker's last match, and everyone
Yeah.
loved that Boneyard match, and there'll never be
Yeah.
another one like that.
No.
I would be the same way. Just fuck it. I'll just be there for a paycheck.
Man.
Which
And then,
leads me to the next match. Yeah, I totally felt like this was a loser just because like I didn't care too much of
okay.
Logan Paul and AJ Styles, but
Yeah.
AJ Styles getting paid. So
Yeah. I mean, he
Hey,
took
I
that
have
L.
I have to admit, though, Logan Paul's second rope moonsault, that was a pretty long jump he did.
Oh yeah,
Long.
yeah.
Yeah, I had to give props to that. But other than that,
Like,
that's it about it.
if I can be
Oh,
honest, I didn't watch a minute of this match. The only part I remember was Karrion Cross stopping Homie G from using the brass knucks and then getting in AJ's face, and
Yeah.
that's all I remember. That's all I remember because I wasn't watching the match. I was eating pizza.
No, I
I
feel
was
you.
eating, I was eating pizza. I was just chilling. I was still popping over Joe Hendry. I was on social media, so I wasn't even paying attention.
No,
Yeah,
I'm with you.
yeah.
Karrion Cross, there for WrestleMania, but that was it. That's all I got out of it as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. What else? I mean, we already I kind of talked about it loosely already, but that main event of night one, our hometown guy at Chicago Zone, CM Punk, had an
Mhm.
emotional moment with the little video package. I shed a tear. I got
Shed a tear.
emotional. Yeah. One single gangster tear,
Gangster
just like
T.
Dominic Mysterio. uh, the tier was so distinctive right here that they were able to draw and outline it, and then just like have a little like temporary
Hit
tattoo.
it.
But
You
now
better than me. I had Michael Jordan tears, man, watching the whole thing.
Yeah, sobbing.
just sobbing on the floor with the Larry
I was like,
O'Brien,
look at that in living color, the band, and then
bro. It was
CM Punk.
great. Yeah, and then Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, with those three guys, they put on a fantastic match. The finish, oh my god, what a great
Mhm.
finish! I was talking on the Smack It Raw podcast that I love it when Will finish, but I love this finish too. I love it when these guys finish a match because
Mhm.
man, were they able to like tell a very decisive story, and that kind of carried over to the Raw after WrestleMania because like that led
Oh,
Mhm.
led over there, and then we got that crazy ending, and then the big bad booty breaker. He doesn't have the the IC title, but he has a Paul Heyman and a Seth
Mhm.
Rollins now. So I mean, man, it was just
Ev-
great
Evol-
storytelling.
Evolution 2.0.
I
what a
I like that. I,
Messiah,
I saw that.
Messiah.
I saw that, and I like that. What about this? You know how Paul Heyman had his Dangerous Alliance.
Yes.
Okay,
What if we get a Dangerous Alliance? Because like you had Rick Rude, Seth Rollins, Stunning Steve, Braun Breaker. You need a tag team to be Tully and Arn, and then you need someone to be Medusa / Alundra Blaze. That could be Becky Lynch.
Which is
So
and the
Becky
tag
Lynch.
team could be New Day if they wanted
that
to.
tag team,
It
I was
could be
thinking New
new.
Day too.
It could be New Day. I could think of another tag team that might need to push more so than
Who, like Street
New Day.
Profits? Street Profits?
Pretty
But
No,
deadly.
this is SmackDown though.
no, A Town Down.
I was thinking about A Town Down. You know
Ooh.
what? You know what?
Because
I see.
Austin Theory is like
Not
a
Hake
young
and
Randy
Tank, not
Orton.
Hake and Tank, not
Man,
Hake and Tank.
ain't nobody got time for Hank and Tank.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody want Hank and Tank, guys. Come on. Get your Hank and
It's your
Tank,
NXT.
Daisy Dukes, short
Get your
time.
D plus players, D plus players.
Yeah.
No. But okay, let me honest question though. Do you feel like they should add another person, or do you just leave
Not,
it? Just leave it.
not right away, but they should. They should add
Yeah.
someone else, or at least a tag team, if not both. So right now, because
Hmm.
like you need someone, if you're going to be a faction, you should have someone that can challenge for any titles, right? So
Mhm.
Braun can go for that world title, that IC title, what have you. Him and Seth can go after a tag title. Seth's going to obviously be in line for that world title at some point down the line. But you need someone that can be consistent tag team, or someone that can go after that women's title.
You know what?
Uh,
I have Austin Theory here. Let me get it. Let me
okay,
cue this up. Go ahead. Go to the chats. Go ahead.
okay. I'm glad. No. We read this one already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about this Austin Theory? What if somebody switches to SmackDown and joins? And what if it's
Ooh,
Jay Cargill?
Jade Cargill.
Ooh.
I like Jade
And then
Cargill.
they be like kind of like this version's DX.
And then that's her China. That's her China.
Right. And in
Okay.
this case, Paul Heyman is Rick Rude.
Mm.
Because Rick
Right.
Rude was the insurance policy, and
Yes.
Paul Heyman is kind of
Yes.
a little bit of
Huh.
that
I like
role,
that. Okay. You know what? I kind of like where you're going with that. My
And it
only
wouldn't be
issue,
bad if she was part of this.
no, my only issue with that is that she's the baby face in this storyline with a heel Naomi, and she just turned heel.
Mhm.
So I don't know how you do that. So like, if they could do it in a creative way, I mean, Jade would be cool to see in that role. I would love it. Are there any other options that you can maybe put in that role? Like, if not Becky, then who? Like, who could be someone?
See, because like I'm thinking it should be somebody who kind of needs that, right? Because Becky
Right,
on her
right.
own is okay. She's already a brand.
Mhm.
No, it would be more of a power couple thing, just to get them together.
Yeah,
Seth and Becky together.
Yeah.
Carmen
Uh,
Petrovich.
Carmen
Okay,
Petrovich. No,
Who we,
no. Ivan
who we,
says, let's see when we
who we
get the draft, possibly
see?
after Backlash. We'll see.
Could we see
oh,
like
is the draft official? Is there a draft officially coming?
I mean, they haven't announced anything officially, but they are gonna do something.
Okay, because
They
when the draft happens, our draft
our draft
also
happens.
happens.
happens?
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking. What about Naomi? And Naomi just turned heel. What if she's that woman to get elevated and go up
I
the
wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah.
She could talk, right? She kind of needs that. I just feel like because Braun is new
right,
I
right.
and
yeah.
Seth is all about like giving shine on people who need it.
Mhm.
That's why I was like later. I mean, maybe Roxanne.
Ooh,
You
Roxanne would
know,
be a great choice,
Roxanne,
sure. Yeah, yeah. I like
I have
Roxanne
a
right?
Perez.
Especially like she hasn't really been on the main roster. She's been kind of
No.
like she's kind of been like Roxanne over here.
Okay, okay.
Get Roxanne over here. Get you that senior get you that freshman in college always going back to high school.
Bruh, that's definitely her. That's right.
The one right now I'm trying to think of anyone who's not been utilized yet. I know there's like people on the bench still that hasn't been even
Yeah.
debuted, like a
Zoe
Kiana
Starks.
James,
Zoe Starks.
Zoe
Kiana
Stark.
James, or maybe like someone from NXT, like a Jada Parker, or
What about
Nah.
Shayna Baszler? Do you think Shayna Baszler
Nah,
might
Yeah.
nah, 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 I don't
pass,
shit.
pass?
No,
No
no,
smash, no
no.
smash.
but it'll be
No
too
smash.
much for it'll be too close to like the Death Riders.
Yeah, see, I don't
Yeah,
want them to do that. That's why I
yeah,
don't want them to add too many people. Maybe one more, just one
yeah.
more
So,
person.
so it's they have to kind of like toe the line, and they can't do it right away, right? Because like I saw a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people, especially a lot of AEW people, were like, "Oh, Paul Heyman with Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins is just their Don Callis family." I'm like, bruh, like Paul
Don
Heyman was
Callis
doing,
family, get
yeah. I'm like, get the fuck out of here,
Don
like.
Callis is the one copying
Paul
Dangerous
Heyman,
Alliance. So I don't know what the
yeah,
hell
he's the
Yeah.
one copying
I
Dangerous
don't know what bad
Alliance.
tacos you eating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. But I think maybe a tag team would be good. A tag team would definitely would be good, and I think the New Day fit perfectly. Especially right now, they're getting booed. They need somebody. I mean,
huh.
Mhm.
I think the perfect. This is my fantasy booking, my little Austin theory, or as I like to want to start trying to test out is my Tiffany epiphany is that it's Seth, Braun, Heyman, Becky, New Day. That's my ideal. That's my Tiffany epiphany. Is my little Austin theory is like we're gonna get New Day because they have history. Seth and New Day were part of the
Yeah.
Authority together,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then Becky and Seth are obviously married couple,
Yeah.
and it just makes sense. It makes sense. It makes
There's no
sense.
free. Oh well. I mean, there's Aleister Black, right?
He's on SmackDown.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb, I think he
But they
feels
already have a
kind of
big dude already. They already have.
Yeah,
They
they
have
already
a
got a big
Bronson
dude.
Reed too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So they need either like a dude that's gonna tag team with Braun.
Fraxium.
Fraxium, no.
Well, I'm
Oh,
just saying.
Nathan Frazier works because that's Seth's protege. Fraxium
Yes.
could work.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Hold
A
on.
guy familiar with Seth Rollins. I think he did sign too, right? Buddy Murphy.
No, but Buddy Murphy's still on AEW.
He's still staying with AEW. Okay. Damn.
That I know of, I think. But
Daniel Bryan.
Nah. Let's keep it with Fraxium. They
Okay.
they got the
They
equation.
just lost the title, so
They just lost the titles. Why not? Why not? Hey, maybe Axiom comes up and he takes off the mask and he shows his beautiful, sexy Spaniard face. Yeah,
I
yeah, you never know. You never know.
I see some people on Twitter. The reason why I brought this question up because I see some people on Twitter and the socials. Possible Trick Williams could be added to there, which
Ooh.
I think works. But again, like
Hey,
Trick
Trick
Williams, I
Mellow
don't think
Gang.
needs any help. You know,
Trick
No.
Mellow Game.
Trick
You,
Miller.
you
Hey,
Trick
also
Mellow
wouldn't
Gang.
be bad. Also
No,
would
I
not be
wouldn't be
bad.
mad at
I can
that.
see that.
But Street
Uh,
Profits would be a good option, especially after the draft.
yeah,
Street
true.
Yeah.
Profits could also be a really good option, and if that's the case, Street Profits and Bianca,
Mm-hmm.
or
Oh,
maybe a heel
maybe.
Bianca in general.
Yeah, it's something
Yeah,
she's never
yeah,
done.
yeah, for sure.
Speaking of NXT,
Yes.
that Fatal 4-Way was also dope as well. That
Oh,
stand and deliver.
ah,
With,
ah,
with
ah, ah, ah. Shout out Booker
God,
T.
man,
Yes.
I'm telling you, Jordan Grace.
Mm,
Woo.
Beast.
jeez.
You know, Jordan Grace is that girl that you knew had something. She's what I call the She's All That. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ever seen that movie She's All That? Like
Yes.
she was kind of cute, and then all of a sudden she got hooked up with the right clothes and the
Mm-hmm,
right makeup,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh damn, she's hot. That's Jordan Grace, man.
Okay,
Like you
okay.
knew she was something in TNA, and
Yeah,
now she's
yeah,
under the
Yeah.
lights,
right.
and whoever's doing her wardrobe and her hair got her glowed up. That's all I'm saying. Got her glowed up.
Yeah, no pun intended, Naomi. Um, hey, shout out to Julia too. Ever since she turned heel, man, she hit that new
Yeah.
gear. It feels like she added a little bit of sazon into that gimmick.
Ooh.
Because like before, she was just clean cut
Yeah.
Yoshi babyface wrestler.
Yep.
She felt very generic, similar to Io Sky. Because
When she
Io
came
Sky,
in,
like
yeah.
I loved Io Sky. I thought she was a fantastic wrestler, but she was just generic babyface wrestler. Then she turned heel and she popped off into like possibly the best, if not like best currently, if not the best women's wrestler of all time. Like in ring wise, I don't think there's many women that can touch Io Sky. I think
Not even
this weekend,
even on chemistry wise too.
no. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
In the ring, chemistry
Oh yeah,
on
in the ring.
on the microphone, even on commentary, nobody can touch her. And then her match with Stephanie Vaquer too on Raw, even though we didn't get a finish to that. Man, those women killed it.
Oh my gosh.
They killed
Yeah.
it. They
Why you gotta
fucking
tease
crushed.
us? Why do they gotta tease us? Come on.
Nice. Just a little foreplay before we
Come on,
get to the main
Roxanne.
round.
Why, you couldn't wait your turn? You couldn't wait your turn?
Listen. Maybe we get a tag match next week.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But shout out
so-
to that women though. For that
Shout
standing
out! Shout out to
match.
all the women. Shout out to Soruka, new North American Women's
Oh.
Champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing it. Killing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he lost. No,
Yeah.
he
lost
lost.
Yo, he got killed, man. Jacob Fatu.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
He got killed, right?
Two. Let's go.
I can't think of another time where two Samoans won, 2 championships in the same night.
Yeet.
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 Wait, I mean, unless you talk about like the Wild Samoans when they won the tag titles, because they both technically won the championship. You won the
Yes.
Did-
What about
but
every
Garn,
Uso match?
or the Usos they each won the tag titles together. Did The Rock and Rikishi ever win the championship on the same night or something like that? Like
I
that's the only
doubt it.
time I can think
I
of.
don't think so.
I doubt it.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Roman and Nia Jax, did they ever win a championship on the same night?
No, I mean maybe Roman and the Usos. Not at the same time though.
Not the
It
same
ain't
time. No.
Tamina, so I'll tell you that.
To me,
Definitely
same
not at
as Samoans.
WrestleMania.
No.
Definitely not at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I heard what the homie Vince said on Smacking Raw about the Jay versus Gunther. But Garn, what is your opinion on the Gun Jay Uso match?
Okay, I know a lot of people said they didn't like that ending, but that ending made so much sense with him tapping out to me, because once after Jay reversed the power bomb with his own power bomb, the moveset goes as super kick,
Yeah.
spear, splash, splash, splash,
Right.
sleeper.
Right.
And those are all Jey Uso moves. There's no Gunther moves whatsoever.
No.
So literally, if you take that with anyone else, like who has those supers, like those finishers, that makes sense. So I don't, those sweaties who just didn't like the Gunther tapping out right away, you have to think about that's through finishers. If you playing SmackDown versus Raw 2000,
Yeah.
2007,
Yes, exactly.
and you
Yes.
did that moveset, that would exactly happen.
Mm-hmm.
Also too, shout out to The Will Gray on SmackDown Raw on Monday
Shout out.
when we were doing Spitter Swallow for WrestleMania. He was saying apparently Gunther has a history of tapping out quickly when he takes losses in the past, whether that was in past promotions or NXT UK. I think he might have done that to either to Dragunov with Dragunov or something like that. He might have mentioned again. I'm paraphrasing here, but yeah, apparently it's a history that Gunther has. You know, he's tapped out on the quakes. He some people just don't like to get choked. You know, he's tapping out quick. It's like safe word.
Get you. The safe word.
Pineapples.
For Gunther, it was yeet, 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 yeet. Let go. No, I honestly, yeah. So the way I look at it, because I kind of looked it up myself. Yeah, then it was Gunther doing an honor to Jay, right? For him tapping out quick. He's like, okay, you're amongst these now. You're amongst these guys. You're in champion now.
Yeah.
So like, it's just another way for Jay to get his respect, in my opinion. You know,
Fair.
yeah. And it makes sense because in a video game, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I totally enjoyed it, and I also like how Jay played off that he was serious going into the match because he had the Tony D infection of confident crisis.
Yeah,
so I like how he wasn't really celebrating or trying to get into it as much because he was just in game mode. So I like that.
100%.
Right?
But the following Monday, I mean the 2 nights afterwards on Monday Night Raw, he was eating up a storm with his brother and Sami Zayn. And God damn you, Samuel Zayn. You made me think that you were going to haluva kick your bro at any point. I was like, is he feeling oozy? Is he not feeling oozy? Is he going to kick him? What's going to happen? There's too many times. There's so much uncertainty, and I was not cool with it. I wanted certainty.
Right.
I was not feeling it, man. I was a little uneasy with it. But shout out to Jay.
Shout out to Jay. Also, shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin showing us the reasons why not to drink and drive. I knew something was going to happen because the man was going way too fast on that ramp.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah, but that fall that the woman took.
That's a man.
She
not
flopped
since LeBron James.
That's that LeBron flop. That's that LeBron James flop.
That was a LeBron flop for possibly some free merch. That's
Yeah, for something for sure. She was trying to get something
because
free.
the wall didn't move, so there's no way that you had an impact on the whole collision.
And she wasn't even leaning on the barricade. She was like a few feet away from the barricade, and there's no way that if I'm not touching the barricade, I'm gonna fall down. Like she's just being extra.
Yeah, wait. I mean, literally, I don't want to say this, but next year, the Karen Award is going to that woman.
Oh, it's gonna have to. That's kind of the most Karen thing I've seen in wrestling.
Facts.
That was an Neymar flop, says Lord. Shout out to Neymar.
Shout out to Neymar.
No, oh man. Okay. Well, I mean, I was talking about Tiffany Epiphanies, but let's talk about Tiffy time. She had her time to shine at WrestleMania. Dude. She had her Barbie doll entrance. It was fucking dope. She fucking killed them in the match. Her and Charlotte put on the clinic. Charlotte put a beating on her. Beat the fuck out of her. Fucked up her veneers or whatever it was.
Man.
But they still had a fantastic showing, and the right person won. So, exactly. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
She cracked the veneers or something, right? That's what I heard happened?
Yeah, I think they were cracked or something. I'm not really sure.
Okay. That's crazy. Not since the days of Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion did I see two women physically want to hurt each other,
Damn. Damn, that's true.
Man.
But do you guys have anything else?
Well, we could also
And
talk about
yeah,
AAA.
I mean, shout out AAA. I'm waiting
We have
for
mentioned it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to drop the tweet saying that they have futured endeavored Alberto
Yes,
El
Yeah.
they
Patron.
did. I thought. I thought they
No,
let
no,
him
no,
go.
no. That was a fake one. That was a fake one.
Oh, that was a
I
fake one.
I thought so too. I got hyped. I got
Get
hyped like my name was
show.
Mojo
Come
Rawley.
on! Don't be doing
Uh,
that shit at 3 in the morning.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, no. I was like, oh god damn, they did it. They did the thing. But
Yeah.
no,
Oh yeah.
no, I'm still
Hell
waiting
no.
on that. But apparently WWE isn't gonna like meddle with their stuff. They're just gonna
Okay.
let them do their own booking thing. How they're doing this, and they're not trying to have say in personnel. They're just gonna make some of their wrestlers available to AAA. So that's
Mhm.
all that they're doing. So we'll see what happens. We haven't talked about it, but shout outs to the 17-time world champion John
I
Cena. He
was
said
that
he
was
was
my
gonna,
last one. Yeah,
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 he
yeah,
said he was
Yep.
gonna
yeah,
ruin
yeah.
wrestling. Um, we'll see. He's got 27 dates now. I liked the presentation at WrestleMania where it was just all
It's
black with
just a
John
black,
Cena.
no
It
color.
was dope,
Yeah.
and it worked. And I didn't notice it initially, but it was almost probably by design that his Vegas merch was all black
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
like he doesn't have the color anymore. Like he's still doing the same
Uh,
style gear, but it's
Mhm.
just no color now.
it doesn't have
Before,
that pop. That pop.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, before he used to be Fruity Pebbles, now he's Cocoa Pebbles. So,
Cocoa Puffs. He's Cocoa Puffs.
uh, but uh, but yeah, yeah, and Cocoa Pebbles because then it turns to milk chocolate, it changes the color.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to him. It was a solid match, but I gotta give a loser to Travis Scott because, bro, you need to be quicker with it when you make
Yeah.
these interference and these saves, bro. You gotta come in quick. He took too long. Then when he went in there, he sandbagged Cody. He didn't want to roll out of the ring.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I don't know. Just either he should have either A came out with John Cena, like have his music come out, him make his entrance to the stage, then John Cena makes his entrance, and then they walk together slow and methodical and what have you. And then let him be at ringside or something. I'm not opposed to him making an interference or whatever. And then people bitching about the way John Cena won. Again, he superseded Ric Flair. One, fuck Ric Flair. Two, Ric Flair was known to be the dirtiest player in the game.
Right.
None of those titles were like clean cut victories.
Right.
Heck, he
Mhm.
won his WWE Championship in the '92 Rumble because Hulk Hogan, like I think,
Pull somebody out.
pulled somebody out. He didn't even eliminate him. Hulk Hogan did
Yeah.
it. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's okay. It'll be okay. And then obviously we got the setup with Daddy Randy. He showed up, hit an RKO on John Cena. Looks like we're gonna get St. Louis backlash. Randy Orton,
Yeah.
babyface,
Uh-huh.
heel John Cena. Ooh,
This could be their best one, and they've had some,
Yeah. That's
it
really,
something
could,
really
it
good
good.
ones.
could. That'd be funny. They had this one match forever ago in the late 2000s, early
Okay.
2010s, where heel Randy Orton just bitch slapped the ref and caused a disqualification, and he retained his
Yeah.
title. What if John
Oh,
Cena just dick kicks the
Oh
ref?
yeah.
yeah.
like what if Randy's about to win and then he grabs the ref and dick kicks him, and then he gets disqualified?
Perfect
Dude,
way. That would be a
that's
perfect way.
also I wanted to say too is that this WrestleMania is a WrestleMania that only the great dick kicker himself, Draymond Green, would love.
Oh,
The
shout out to
amount of
Draymond.
dick kicking, punching in the dick. I mean, it's just all over the place at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, not dick pics, dick kicks. Uh, no, there were none of that.
Whoa.
Dick kicks, low blows
Let's talk about
everywhere.
personally.
Yeah. As a great philosopher, Bobby Hill once said, "That's my purse. I don't know you."
Get the
Shout out to anyone that got my King of the Hill reference.
get. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby.
Hey, shout out to King of the Hill. They gave me Funko Pops. I might get some. I've
Are
been
they?
waiting. Yeah,
Have they? Have they never had Funko Pops?
Nah, the first time King of the Hill gonna have fun. They're gonna have
Oh
the
shit! Well, you know
individual
which one I'm
Thor.
getting. You know which one I'm
You're gonna
getting.
have. Are they gonna do like the whole scene when they're outside with the couch
Yes.
outside?
So now with the couch. So they have their 4 individual ones, but then they have the background one with the fence in the alley, and they have one, and then they have one of Hank on his lawnmower.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. So it's some good stuff. Lord says Heyman did extra by grinding his forearm on Roman's balls. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
what is? Come on,
Uncomfortable
man.
move.
Get your uncomfortable move nominee.
Come
There you
on, man. Why are you trying to double scoop on some testicles? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He said, "Bop it,
I
twist it, pull it."
mean, why did Paul
Grind
Heyman
it?
look like? Why did Paul Heyman look like somebody from Baskin Robbins trying to get the ice cream all
Mm.
deep in there, all deep into the barrel? You know,
Oh yeah. Mm-mm. Something else for sure.
man.
31 flavors, baby.
By the way, I need to get the King of the Hill Funko Pop when it comes out.
Brad. Concept
And
from
if they
Mr.
can get the one with the kids doing DDR, if they do that, you believe I'm
Oh,
getting that. Believe I'm getting that.
yeah. I gotta get a Bobby one whenever they they're gonna have a Bobby one.
They
I'm
come
gonna
on,
get
they have
it.
to.
Some shit's gonna happen in my life, or like while I'm recording, I'm like, dang it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yep,
Damn it, Bobby. That boy ain't right.
You know what? We need that soundbite.
Dang it, Bobby.
Damn, Bobby. But yeah, I mean, other than that, WrestleMania after Raw and SmackDown. Again,
Right.
he appeared. You say his name. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mhm.
I mean, he did kind of have a
NXT.
little bit of a Jackie Chan Rush Hour situation where you never touch a black man's radio. Same
True.
thing. Never
Yeah.
interrupt two black men on a promo.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
like,
Hey, he's gonna learn eventually.
he's gonna
But
learn. He's
yeah,
gonna learn today.
supposedly, the reason why he got his Mania merch, apparently WWE's been wanting to book him on main roster more often, but didn't want to advertise him at being a TNA champion, TNA superstar. Apparently, they were waiting for him to be full WWE, be main roster. They maybe even want to do something with John Cena. Rumor has it that he might have gotten the contract buyout. He's just going to finish out a few dates and get healed up, and then he's going to be main roster.
Mm.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah,
This
supposedly,
is
you know.
As
this
long
is
as
the
he makes his own music and not let those other guys do it.
No, he's got to keep that music. If he does,
yeah. I think that's part of the buyout. They want to
yeah,
know the price for that song.
yeah.
Yeah. Get your LeBron. I'm taking my talents to South Beach, man. Like
Yeah, that's right.
for real, man.
Joe Hendricks taking his talents to Connecticut or South Florida. No, you wouldn't be taking his to South Beach. Look at that. Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
But
man.
but other than that, I mean, WrestleMania overall looked dope. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the content. If you haven't yet checked out Young King's Instagram page, they have a lot of content from their days at
Rick Havoc
WrestleMania.
24. Well, Rick Havoc has stuff there.
Exactly. Did a bunch of interviews. They had some pictures with Lexus King as well. Shout out also
Yeah.
Katie, who also was doing her thing as well
Yeah.
out there at WrestleMania. Made us
Katie
feel
met
like we were on the journey with them.
Yeah. We live vicariously through them. You know?
Exactly.
You know, they were in the bodegas with us while they were doing all that.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, if that's it, then hopefully that dude that got ran over by Dominic and the dude driving the golf cart is okay.
Oh,
So
man, fuck that guy. I heard he jumped into it. So
I was like,
if
"What's
he
get your Sammy Guevara?"
get your Kevin Owens looking ass.
Get
Like,
Kevin Owens, yeah.
get your
Kevin Owens.
Man, he's just trying. He thought he was filming for Final Destination. He was like, "Oh, this is how I go. This is how I go."
Um,
Lord says, "Will Jey Uso sell his soul to The Rock so that Rock has two champions? Fans are turning on Jey just like Cena. No, fuck Rock, fuck Dwayne, fuck Maui.
Nah,
I don't want.
we don't mess with The Rock.
I don't want him on here. Let him go ruin the Fast and Furious franchise.
Let me come out and say a little bit for outside the ring news and rumors.
Mhm.
One of the things that came out, so Rock did an interview. And
Right.
basically, you're talking about the whole thing about WrestleMania, the build up, and basically, in a nutshell, they didn't know. They didn't know what they were gonna do, and
Yeah.
it was like WWE catering to what a possible open slot for Rock's schedule could be, so he could pop
Right.
in.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was orchestrated by The Rock, which I had a feeling that they were doing anyway. So you know what? Next time, Rock, don't come here, because like now, look, now we have all this confusing ass shit going on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, you can't sit with us, Rock. You can't sit with us.
Don't, just don't, just don't. I mean, did you hear what Jey Uso said on
What?
Complex? They were doing some questioning, asking some questions about
Uh-huh.
wrestling, and one of the questions was who has the worst catchphrase, and Jay said The Rock. He said, "Do you smell what The Rock's cooking? He don't know how to cook." And case in point, this situation right here, he don't know how
Yeah.
to cook.
He don't know how to get. He don't know how to cook for sure.
Yeah,
Little news and rumors. Apparently, WWE quietly retired the Universal Championship. So apparently,
what do you mean
so you know,
quietly?
so when Roman was champion, right, and he got presented the new title with like the gold center plate or whatever, it was
Okay.
still considered the undisputed Universal Championship. It was still considered
Okay.
both titles in one. Then after Cena won it, apparently they quietly retired it and have Roman Reigns listed as the last recognized Universal Champion because he was the last one to hold that Universal physical title before it became the Universal Undisputed. So now it's just the WWE title or WWE Undisputed title, but
Okay.
it's no longer Universal in there. So Roman's the last Universal Champion, the greatest Universal Champion. Yeah, so that little era of like you know airhead looking WWE's title straps is over with. You know, we're done.
I
Yeah.
didn't even catch that. So they're just going with just
Yeah.
world heavyweight champion.
No, so on their website, uh shout out to TC. We got royalty in the chat. He says just got that TNA Sting facial hair. You do. You do. You got the little thing right here. You got the little thing.
Hell no, hell no, hell no. Let's
Showtime,
give it up
baby.
for royalty in the building, though. TC Fontaine, aka TCF
TCF
baby.
baby. Please say
Please
the
say the
baby.
baby.
Don't forget to say the baby.
Shout out to the
It's
homie.
important.
I'm gonna use that actually. Shout out to you, homie. No, but yeah, I had no idea that was even going on.
Yeah, no, it's on the website. It's on the website. It was a quiet thing.
RIP Universal Championship. Thank you
Yeah.
for
RIP Universal Championship.
I mean, talk about getting a future endeavors right there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. So we just shout out to Natalia Neidhart for doing her thing in GCW Bloodsport. Bloodsport, if you have never caught it, was dope. I don't know about y'all. I kind of felt it might have been a little bit better than Stand and Deliver, just a little bit.
I haven't watched
Uh,
it. I don't think I'm gonna
I
go
watched
and
it
check it
either.
out. Yeah,
okay,
so
okay, okay,
I can't
okay.
sit here and talk about it. So I can't say one way or another.
Yeah, so it was good as well. New Japan Cup has started.
Yeah,
So that's making way, and when that's done, of course, it's going to be the G1
shout
right
out.
after that. So check out that as well. That's all leading up to who's going to be crowned this year's New Japan Cup. But other than that, homies,
Yeah,
let's get to the reason why we're here.
yeah.
And now, Sweaty Session.
All right. So since in the wake of WrestleMania, right? What do you do when you're at WrestleMania and walking 8 miles to get from one location to the next? You want a snack. You're hungry, right? So you may stop at your local, convenience store, Walgreens,
Yeah.
7-Eleven, or Bodega.
Bodega.
Uh,
Shout out to Bodegas.
Shout out Bodega.
Mhm.
And get yourself a snack, a drink, a bev, as they
Yeah,
say. Maybe a
pop.
sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
The pop.
A pop, right? Or maybe just good old water. But we decided to mix all those items that you would find at Bodega with wrestling.
Mhm.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I mean, let's talk about some items that like got some inspiration for us
Okay.
here. So let's see here. So hold up, my fault. Not ready just yet. So for instance, Garn shared this in the chat, and I thought it was funny. It's a Dirty Dom shirt, but it's in the shape of Pringles because he's got the mustache going.
Thank you,
Uh,
Daryl. Thank you, Daryl, for
uh,
sending
Shout
this.
out Daryl. Shout out
Shout
Daryl.
out Daryl. Shout out
Daryl.
Daryl. So
Shout out, Daryl.
maybe you gotta have some Dirty Dom Pringles. Dirty Dom Pringles in there. Maybe you want some cereal or whatever. People like cereal as like a snack throughout the day. They like to eat it. You know
Mhm.
what? What? How about some frosted yeets?
Yeast.
Mm.
Yeet.
Yeah, frosted yeets. Some like Bootios, but for Jay. Shout out.
Right.
Shout out, so just some
Nice.
examples. Some wrestling themed bodega items. Um, but yeah, okay. So here's an easy one. Why not bring back? Why not go get yourself a WWE ice cream bar? John Cena,
Oh, of
CM
course.
Punk is trying to bring him back. Just get an ice cream bar, or maybe you want like a beverage, like you say, a pop, a cola, a soda. I got a few options here. You get instead of Dr Pepper, get a Dr Baker. Do a CM Punk Pepsi. CM Punk.
Oh yeah,
Punk
Yeah,
yeah,
Pepsi.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Adam Cola, baby. Maybe
Adam
Adam
Okay.
Cola,
Cola, baby.
baby. Or maybe you're a fan of Mountain Drew. You know,
Get
Uh,
get your little
okay, okay. I that's a good
Mountain
assortment of
Dew,
beverages.
Cold
I
Red.
have a few too.
Yes. What
Okay.
you got? What you got?
Well, obviously, since sometimes you need some energy for the day, like, especially in the morning. So you kind of really do need your grande americano,
Mm,
to drink up to get energized for the day. You got that extra kick.
right.
Um, but if you want something super sweet, maybe a little bit of cherry in it, maybe a crisp cherry cola.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I feel
mean,
you. I feel you.
so you guys don't like those? I don't know what the fuck they're called, but they're like those juices. They're like in the little barrels or
Yeah,
whatever.
quarter
Yeah.
water.
Quarter
Quarter
water.
water.
You
Yeah,
know,
quarter water. Yeah.
something like that. But maybe I'd
Yeah, yeah,
call
yeah.
them like Juventud juices. The juices, juicy.
Okay, so I also have a bunch of juices and bevs. So obviously the first one is Oos juice, right? Made from coconut water
Ooh,
and guava. Um as you know, in bodegas, they really slowly rely on Arizona iced tea.
yeah.
Um
Yeah.
so they're gonna do a collab with WWE. So Arizona iced tea collabs. Some of them would be the Macho Man Mango Madness.
Ooh, okay.
That's one.
Mm.
And then of course they got the Chelsea green tea, right?
Ooh,
And
ooh.
then the last one they might have is the too sweet tea.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I
that's some
like
good
that. I
choices.
like that. I mean, what
And
what
you know
about?
what? When you
We
when
we
you
need to
bring
we
for
need to
anybody that goes to
open.
any convenience store, anybody that goes to a bodega or any store,
Yeah,
Arizona iced tea is 99 cents. Do not let them charge you $1.25 at the register.
no, fuck that shit. Fuck that
And the
shit.
price is on the can. All right.
The price is on the can. Fuck that. Uh,
I
Lord
get.
says Cody Rhodes American light beer.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
that's a good one. That's a good
That's
one. I
good.
mean,
Focus group approved. Focus
yeah,
group approved.
yeah. Couple Steve Weisers, obviously, if you're doing some alcohol.
Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
what?
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 A couple Steve Weisers. What?
What?
Shot of whiskey. What?
What?
Shot
Not
of
my
tequila.
man was about to
What?
count 60,000. By the way.
For sure, for sure. Oh my god. Well, you're talking about energy stuff. What about instead of 5 hour energy, it's three ain't enough. I need 5 hour energy from Big E.
Oh.
If you want to do, you know, caffeine, you could do a Samoan cup of Joe,
Yeah.
or maybe a cup of Joe Hendry,
A couple Joe Hendry.
or maybe just a cup of haters.
Oh, shout out couple
Couple
haters.
haters.
Couple haters.
Some options there. Some options there.
Oh, no, I'm with you. I'm with you with the soda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fanta would also have their collab, right? With a bunch
Mm.
of people. One in particular would be
One.
Penta, right? So
Ooh.
imagine it being not Fanta but Penta. Don't you wanna a Penta Penta? Don't you wanna Penta?
What about Don't You Want That Phantasma?
Ayy, for
Fantastic.
Legato,
Oh,
for Legato.
Yeah.
That's the mixed berry soda, because
Oh, you got the mixing.
because hold up, hold up. Let's pause this. When they did, I gotta go back to this picture again, because when they did the picture with all the Hispanics, you
Mm-hmm.
see Joaquin Wild like at the far end, like
Listen.
kind of not sure if he should be there or not sure.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Should I step in? Should I not?
Yeah. No. No.
But you know what? That's exactly what I'll be doing. Unless somebody tells me to stand there, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, on the Getcho draft last time, I drafted him to the Latino delegation.
Of course.
He's Latino, and I've been telling you just for like the better part of our entire friendship that you're Latino adjacent. Filipinos are Latino adjacent. So listen,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
they're invited to the carne asada. You know,
Let's go. Let's go.
let's
Let's
go,
go.
let's go,
Let's
let's
go.
go. Listen. If you guys are gonna have like all these like caffeine drinks, zero sugar Pensacola, I like that. Zero sugar.
I
Oh!
like that.
I
Shout
love
out to
the Lords in
Lord.
the chat getting
Shout
with
out to
me.
Lord.
Shout out to Lord, bro. Like, shut
Lord.
up. I like you
Good
getting
job.
into it, man.
I like that.
But you get all these caffeine drinks, maybe these alcoholic drinks. You get a little like coffee breath, maybe some
Yeah.
alcohol on your breath. You don't want that, so you kind of have to get some gum. Get the
Mhm.
taste off, right? So what about some usi fruits?
Lucy fruits.
Instead of juicy fruit, you got usi fruits or Hubba Bubba Ray Dudley. Hubba Bubba Ray.
Yes.
Bubble gum. The bubble gum tape. You could do that.
Hell
Just
no.
Yes.
some,
Bubble Ray.
yeah,
It's
Hubba
the
Bubba
gum that's
Ray.
gonna start just make you, saying all these wrestling comments back and forth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Since,
So
since Vince is hanging out the candy aisle, there's still other candies next to those gums that you're mentioning, like
yeah.
Braun Jawbreakers.
Ooh, I forgot about
Ooh.
John.
Breakers.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like
Or
that.
instead, sometimes you don't have time for Tiffy time, so we're gonna have Laffy Taffy time.
Happy time.
Oh.
Oh!
Laffy Tiffy time. But sometimes you can go back old school, like get some instead of some Charlton Chews, you get some Apollo Chews.
Ooh. Like
Apollo
those.
juice.
But also, I have to represent the Asians too, because
Yeah.
Asians have like great snacks and candies,
course.
especially like fruity candies.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite would probably be a Becky Lynchy candy.
Ooh.
Hey, Lynchy, Becky Lynchy.
Listen. Everybody knows I love Hershey's Kisses. What about some Glasgow Kisses?
Going back on the Asian snacks, you probably seen these, Vince. Like they're just like pork buns or bows,
Yeah.
right? You seen that? So for in our bodega, they'd be called the Jada Parkers. The Jada Parker bun.
Okay. I like that.
Will they be next to the Ludwig Kaiser rolls?
Ooh.
Hey, there you go.
Then right next to that, and then next to that would be the Damien Sando sandwiches.
Oh,
The Sandos, the Damien Sandos.
I mean, you got to get a Gunther's chopped cheese while you're there.
Oh.
Oh my god!
People like BLTs, but why not a TLC sandwich?
Ooh. That was good. That was good.
Sometimes those sandwiches you need some chips, like dirty dom nom noms.
Ah. Oh,
Yes.
hold on,
Or some.
Lord is continuing with the Asian theme here. He said
Yes.
Roman noodles.
I
Like
had that
ramen
one. I had that
noodles.
one. God damn, he took mine. Damn it,
Hell
Well,
Lord.
yes.
yeah.
Great
Hell
mind.
He
yeah.
may have one Roman noodles, but then I also had like OTC, which is original tasty chips. You know.
Ooh. I like that. No, I had a cup of Roman noodles. I put down a cup of
Oh, I
Roman
like
noodles.
that.
Yeah.
You know, okay, keeping up
I
with
do
the
like a good soup too, like American alphabet soup.
oh,
Ooh. Oh,
Like
keeping
what
up with the
about?
broth. Keeping up with the broth.
Okay.
So I did mine too. I did ramen noodles, but mine is the Seth freaking spicy ramen Rollins instant noodles.
Ooh. Okay.
This
Okay. Okay.
spice will make you a true visionary.
There you
damn.
go. There you go.
I
Ooh,
have I
that's
have
good.
something different for I had something different for Seth Rollins too, but
Okay, go
Nice.
ahead. Go
you
ahead.
know, but I think with Seth Rollins, he would have like some sort of sponsorship, especially with like this Nabisco. So I
Mhm.
was thinking it was like Seth Rollins Oreos.
Oreos.
But
I like that. I was for Oreos. I was thinking RK Oreos.
That is, oh my gosh, that is genius. That
Um,
is genius.
to go back to some little bit of candy. I mean, I love me some peanut M and M's. M.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
we're Chi-Town kids. How about some Pop Rocks? Roxanne Perez
hey,
Pop Rocks.
Roxanne,
Yeah, Pop Rocks for
come
Roxanne.
on, man.
Go. Um,
I have
just
one here. Go
yeah,
ahead,
go
go ahead.
for it. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously we talked about the sandwiches earlier, right? Well, every bodega convenience store has the bacon, egg, and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
But mine is called the Braun Breaker bacon, egg, and cheese.
Ooh, okay.
The bacon is in two flavors. It's split in the middle, right? One is a maple brown sugar, and the other one is spicy sriracha
Ooh,
to
okay.
go with the different skin colors he does, right? Every time he's on Raw or NXT.
Shout out, shout out. Gotta be versatile.
You gotta be
Uh,
first.
oh my god.
what about a Claudio's ham and Swiss cheese on an O'Connor roll?
Uh,
Toasted, double toasted,
Double toasted, double
double
toasted.
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 Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
that's too good.
Oh
Oh my
man.
gosh.
I mean, regardless of what kind of sandwich you get, you should really get it on a sliced bread number 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Get
course.
your what's his name?
Brian Kendrick.
Brian
Brian
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Oh my god.
You waited for that one. I know you waited for that one.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I was trying to wait. I
There's
was
some
trying to set
timing
that
on
up.
that one.
Trying to set that up.
oh my god.
We got
No,
more. We got more, guys. We got
I
more.
got I have a few
go ahead.
more.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Well,
I got one more.
we haven't got to the like mostly talk about sandwiches, but sometimes you need an easy microwavable dish like
Okay.
a mac and cheese.
Oh, that's so good. God damn. I was trying to think. Oh man.
I like that.
But but sometimes like with the like having someone with a Mac name, sometimes you just need JD McDonuts.
Oh, I had JD
Ooh,
McDonald's too. What
jumbo
the?
donuts like his big ass head.
Yes,
Oh man, like the Super Donuts.
Yeah.
JD
the
McDonald's.
super donuts.
Oh my god. Yo, that's twice. Like Lord had my Roman noodles, and then Garn had my JD
The
McDonuts.
donuts.
Shout out to everybody
Shout out
having it.
to Lord
Great
and
minds think
Garn.
alike. Great minds think alike. There.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
going back to like some quick snacks or whatever. What about some Bobby Goldfish crackers?
Bobby Goldfish.
Some real Ruffles. Real Ruffles.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, El
Nightmare
Doritos.
flavor.
El Doritos. Everybody
El
likes El Doritos.
Doritos.
And Doritos. Yep.
Uh, what about you, Jess?
Okay, so obviously, it's a convenience store, so they're not just gonna have your food or pastries. They will have actually like high household work products in there as well. If you're looking for like a broom, a sweeper, maybe some tools, nothing
hmm
crazy,
hmm
cleaning products.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So in one of those areas, you're gonna find a bundle
Okay.
of a broom and a sweeper, and that's the Kenny Omega cleaner pack.
Oh,
You're
I like that.
gonna
I
coming
like
with its
that.
own, spray and everything like that. For that,
Mm-hmm.
and then also too,
Wait,
the
does it come with a? You said it comes with a Will Ospreay.
Oh.
oh, that's good.
Okay. 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 I
Um,
like that.
Also, the bodega too has things for even like more sentiment situations, like if you need to go to a funeral or something like that, right? They
Right.
have
Right.
your
Right.
trusty Saint candles, right?
Ooh.
So this bodega has the Messiah Seth Rollins on one.
Ooh. Yes.
Okay.
Like
It has
that. I
the
like
fallen
that.
angel Christopher Daniels on one
Oh,
candle,
that's another good one. That's another good one.
and the born again Christian himself HBK all on.
Ooh.
Just choose
El,
whichever of
El
holiness
Santo.
you
El
like.
Santo. You gotta have an El
El
Santo
Santo.
in
I
there.
Oh, about El Santo.
Yes, Santa.
Lord says maybe you like your fish in a briefcase, macro in the bank. Hey,
Hey, mackerel in the
in the
bank.
bank. Oh
Oh.
man,
That canned fish there.
the thesaurus on Lord, the
The,
thesaurus on
the
the Lord.
it has bars. It has bars. There's levels.
Ooh. Okay,
But yeah, that's
okay,
pretty much
okay.
what I got.
Um, you guys know Wise chips, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wise man chips, maybe.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Okay. 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 Okay.
um, Garn was talking about frozen food. It's a little bit of a callback to a sway session we did way back when. What about some D'Angelo's frozen pizza?
Pizza.
It's
Tony. Wait, they already have Tony's.
no
But not Tony
D'Angelo
D's. Not Tony
Tony
D's.
D's.
D'Angelo's. No, not Tony's. Just D'Angelo's frozen
D'Angelo's.
pizza. It's not delivery. It's D'Angelo's.
I'm surprised we did not say D's nuts. Tony D's nuts.
These
Buy
I'm
it or
surprised we
swim
even
with the
said
fishes. Buy or swim with the fishes.
that.
Yeah, swim with the Bobby Fishes.
Swim with the Bobby fishes.
But if you want something warm, you can always do double cheeseburger banger. Shout out to
Oh
Sheamus.
yeah.
Or you could do Baron's smash burgers. Baron Corbin likes the
Barons.
smash
Oh
burger.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you get your burgers, you gotta get some EO fries with them. They
Ooh.
put some cheese on them.
Ooh.
Or maybe you want something a little bit more like Latino, a little bit more Mexican. Maybe some Mercedes Mole.
Mole? Mercedes Mole?
Or maybe
Or what if you want to go with a combo order with your fries, right? Maybe get some jardiniere, right? Some Italian beef,
okay, yeah,
some cheese, right? And
yeah.
because it's Chicago, we're gonna call this fries. Tell me when I'm telling fries.
Hey,
Shout out
Don't
JT.
tell
Shout
me
out
what.
JT. Shout out JT.
Shout out
He had that
JT.
joke. He had that joke.
Oh my god. CM Punks, you owe me a flavored chips. You owe me a
You owe
flavored
me a
chips.
favorite flavor. I also gotta include CM Punk in the Saint Candles, Second City
Yeah,
Saint, right?
yeah,
Saint,
insane. There you go. Hey, there it's all coming along. What about you get your dishes, you get your mole. Maybe you gotta have some beans with it. Everybody likes pinto beans, but what about some penta beans? Or maybe you just want something quick. Maybe this bodega has a few Cruz del Tacos.
And you know what, too? Because everyone now, since the pandemic, knows that to wash their hands and keep safe
Mhm.
and wear
Yeah,
masks.
yeah.
In the far dark section of the bodega, there's masks there to wear. Mankind's,
Ooh,
Canes,
yeah.
3 versions of Canes,
Yes,
the
yes,
Fiends,
yes.
right? What when the Shield wore that skull mask when the
Yeah. Or maybe you just need something on the quicks. You got a little chapped lips. Maybe you get some chopped Kendo sticks.
Chop candles.
Some chopped Kendo sticks.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say trick sticks.
No, no. Trick
Ooh,
sticks. That would be for Trick Williams. Trick
Yeah.
sticks would be
Or
yeah.
maybe
Ashes
Trick Pixie
chapstick?
Trick
Okay,
Trick.
that's
Maybe it's a collaboration with Candice LeRae. It'd be Trick Pixie Sticks.
Ooh, ooh. Hey,
Mm.
Candice LeRae, pixie sticks. There you go, poison pixie sticks.
Yeah.
There, poison
Facts,
pixie.
facts,
There.
facts.
Okay. What about? Got some fruit there. What about Carlos fresh apples? Carlos apples. You got fruit in the bodega. You got fruit.
The Carlitos. The
Yeah,
Carlitos.
Unless
maybe.
you have to
Honey
go to a
crisp.
very high end bodega to get like something vegetarian. Maybe some
Yeah.
quinoas,
Vacuity.
quinoa. This is like an Erewhon type of bodega.
Uh,
my God.
I know.
What about the high grade squash match? The
Ooh,
squash.
like Karen Cross Saints. Karen Cross Saints. Karen Cross Saints.
Karen Cross.
Carrying croissants.
Karen croissants.
Karen Cross.
That's what I think. I think meant croissants.
Karen Croissant. Oh, okay. Fuck, I just had it. I know he's not a fan. I know he's not a fan of Mark Calloway. The Undertaker's not a fan of cucumbers. What about cucumber takers?
Cucumber takers, yo.
That's forcing it.
Oh.
That's forcing. I'm forcing
Or
it.
what
But
about
That's
Goldberg's?
really dirty.
What about Goldberg's kosher pickle spears?
ooh,
I couldn't think of something for. I was going to say Sean's Pickle
Passover.
Spears
Oh.
too.
ooh, yes.
I was going to say Sean Pickle Spears.
Yeah. What about? I mean, do we have Piper's coconut?
I have a.
Piper's what?
Piper's coconuts, Carlitos Cabana coconuts. There's coconuts. Gotta have some coconuts in there. Coconut juice.
Coconut juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
I only have one more for me.
Oh,
Which,
wait. The Juventud one instead. How about the juice? The juice mix instead of who makes this juice.
Oh, the juice.
Instead of who makes this juice. Mix. Yeah.
I only have.
Occasionally they do have liquor at these, right? Sometimes they do. So you would have the taste of the bubbly, from
Yeah, I was thinking of it. I didn't want to say it.
It's there. It's there. Whoever wants it, it's the that's like the Mickey's, the Mickey's malt liquor. Whoever wants it is there,
Or it's Malort. Or it's Malort now.
Malt's Malort. The Mad Dog 2020.
I only have one left, which we talked about CM Punk, and he was big on like his ice cream bars, but then he probably might want to deviate or expand his ice cream empire and get some CM Punk'sicles.
CM Pumpsicles. Ooh.
Okay, what
Best
about
popsicles in the world?
What about Rocky? If you're getting ice cream and you're talking about flavors, what about Rocky Maivia Road? Dwayne the Rocky, Dwayne the Rocky Road Johnson,
or Rocky Road Dog.
Ooh, Rocky Road Dog. I like that one better. Let's do that one.
Yeah. I
like
mean,
that.
cross Rocky Roads also works.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I don't got any other ice cream flavors.
Wait, we how do we forget sexual chocolate?
Sexual chocolate. Oh my God. We take a big L for that one.
Yeah.
For not thinking of that one. All right, I forgot one snack.
Okay.
Everybody loves honey bun. What about a Bailey bun? And if you don't want a Bailey bun, maybe you want a Motor City Machine bun.
Oh, I like that.
I should have thought of that one. Damn it! I was trying to think of a whole bread aisle at one point. I should have thought of that one.
Oh my god!
No, these were all great, and I'm pretty sure someday WWE might actually have collaborations with some of these that we mentioned.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's been entertainment WrestleMania week. We're exhausted, but we got through it. But Vince, tell the homies where they can find you at.
They can find me on social media at SES Vince. Check out the Smack It Raw podcast this Saturday. We're going to go live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time over at It's Creation World on YouTube and Twitch. Check it out for sure. We're going to be talking about the week in wrestling, spits, and swallows. Come and spit and swallow with us.
Let's do that together. Come on now.
Come spit
If you enjoy this, you can find me in the Get Your Podcast on Twitter, Get Your Podcast on Instagram. Please follow Get Your 316 on YouTube and Get Your 316 on the TikToks. Shout out Marks and Mike's, Parvo Jitsu, you already know, Culture Clash, the Homies Cafeteria. Yeah, guys, we'll do this next week. For everybody out there, please follow Circle Debate Network. They go live Monday through Saturday. They have a watch along all throughout the week. I think they're having one for TNA Genesis. Is that the TNA that's coming up?
I think so. Yeah, Genesis might be the next one.
Sega Genesis Dreamcast. I'm not sure which one is these days, but they will have it a watch along for that. So check out the Redeemer, Ivan, Dom, the boys. They're going to be doing that show.
Love everyone.
Everyone, shout out to everybody there as well. And that's the only way you can check us out here on Wednesday nights. If you follow Circle Debate Network, we're almost there at 1,000 subs. So please, let's get to that number. So we can keep going higher and higher. So
for a quick second there, Justin, sorry to cut you off. Kind of looks like your hat says puta. But it doesn't. But it kind of looked like it said puta, and I'm like, what?
Oh snap! Comment, DM us if you know what that means. By the way, there's actually two meanings. There's the Filipino version and the Mexican version. So let us know which one you know. So
yeah.
But yeah, to everybody else, love y'all. Shout out,
Lord.
It's time to get out of here.
You're awesome. Later, man.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Later, y'all. Get some hot sauce. Latino heat. Let's go.